but then I got over that period, and that's why I'm actually, rewriting one of my stories, because,
Mm-hmm.
I lost that part of me in the story along the way, and so I'm rewriting the story. Guess what? For me.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and I think I would love to see more authors do that, right? For
Yeah.
yourself. If you don't want to include customization, don't include customization. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to have one love interest, have one love interest.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of people think that they need to add so much to their story to get it noticed, when it's just literally the storyline that makes the story. If it's
Yes.
unique and it's genuine to you, that's what people like. We can tell when it's fake and when it's doing it to get an audience.
Yes. And you
I
can
remember
tell when an author puts their heart into it and when they're doing it just
to get the reads.
for
Yeah.
to get big.
And I
Yeah,
remember
exactly.
even when I had the limited customization in Another World Planet E, I got one fan mail that actually pretty well said, this is why I hate authors like you, because of the limited customization. And I'm like, well, so I remember I actually went and I added a few more things for the customization, but that was it. I'm like, there's nothing else being added to it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, and
yeah, I
that's
don't even care anymore.
yeah, I don't care anymore, but for a while, like you said, Sylvia, it's like our readers, or just readers in general, just know what to say to get under our skin. They're like, oh, I need
Yes.
more customization, so I'm going to say this knowing that it's going to hurt them. And it's like, why are we writing free stories for you to have an escape from reality if you're just going to mess with our mentality? I think that's so messed up.
Oh, I honestly do too. But I know I do have a few stories in the works there's not going to be customization. You're sticking with that character. That's it.
Yep.
Same. Customization, I don't know if I can say this word, but it blows. I hate it. Okay.
You already got
I do.
Helen here.
I
Let's
hate
just
it.
keep going.
And honestly, I hate reading stories where I have to customize characters. I
Oh my
really,
God.
I
Me
hate
too.
customizing characters. I hate, even worse, because when you customize characters, most of the time you can just keep them the way that they look.
Yeah.
I really don't like it when you have to name them unless they give you the canon name for the character. I
Yeah.
really appreciate when they do that. So
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I don't like thinking of a name. I don't know.
I
Yeah, for
don't like
sure.
reading about it's not a me story. If it's not a me
Mhm.
Yeah.
story, if it's not a you story, like a true you story, I don't want it to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give that
I want to
option
see
with. Sorry,
the writer's point of view. I want to see the writer's point of view. I want to see what she thinks the character should be or should do. And I
Yes.
Yeah.
hate when there's more than one. There's like, do I really need two of those?
Yeah. What were you saying, Sylvia?
I was just saying that for even, and I even noticed too, with the limelight customization that keeps getting updated like all the time too.
Mm.
I do have it. I know my stories. I have it optional. If you want to customize, you can customize. Like, I have it optional for most of my stories now. But I know with the limelight, and now they keep when they keep updating it. It's literally, I know for some scripts that I've had, it gets huge because of just the customization alone. And then sometimes even the script that episode has, it doesn't get updated right away. So you have to add
Yeah,
stuff in your own.
for sure. I think customization is really good for like people that are new to episode that are like, look, this can be very interactive. Like,
Yeah.
pick how you want. But if you're in or reading episode for a while, you kind of get tired of it. You're like, I get it. I can customize, but I don't want to anymore. It's like how Scarlett was comparing episode to Twilight. Like, if you're reading the book, you're not gonna be like, I'm not Bella. Are you kidding me? Where's the customization? Where do I put my name? Like, it's a book. It's not made for you specifically.
Or I even compare it to movies. I'm like, are you going to choose not to watch a movie because you don't like the way the actor they cast in a certain role looks?
Yeah,
or because,
exactly.
Like the actress doesn't look like you, so you're like, I'm not gonna watch that.
I'm not gonna watch that movie.
Exactly. And there's two good examples that I have for that. One of them is the Joker movie. A lot of people were really
questionable with how Joaquin Phoenix played the Joker, and that he wasn't right for the role, or how the story wasn't perfect for it. It was a different perception of that character, for one. And the second one is when Kristen Stewart got casted to play Bella in Twilight. Not that I'm a Twilight fan, but just saying. A lot of people were not wanting it. And another one was that that involved her was the new Charlie's Angels too, because everyone was questioning about it too, because it wasn't casted as who they thought it would be, which shocked a lot of people, but
this is Diana.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Another one.
Well, in those cases, when it's a movie that's made off of a book, I think I would hope that they would try to they would pick an actor, actress that most resembles, embodies the author's image.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I know another one that a lot of people are kind of are for and for against is the new Ariel, the new live action Disney Ariel movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are against who they casted as Ariel because of how she appears,
which isn't
right.
It's like, give the person a chance, or even not even that, give the story a chance. If you don't think you're gonna like it, see how much you actually get into the story first. Give it the first couple chapters. That's why I do when I read any of the stories. I always get through at least 5 or 6 episodes, whether it's TV or movie or episode stories or any story, because the first, like, if you go off the first chapter, okay, usually it's background information. Usually not a lot of people get hooked into that, or like with certain stories, they hook you in, but it's not how you wanted it to be. Give it at least the first couple chapters into it and see what happens. Because, okay, you could think it's one way, but see how it goes. Maybe it incorporates your idea later down the road. Maybe it doesn't. Or maybe you're like, hey, this wasn't what I was thinking, but this is still a good idea. It's like, give the authors a chance before you actually physically critique their story, or even just in general on the internet. Give a chance before you decide to say, hey, I don't like it because I don't like how you perceive this character, or you didn't do it this way, you didn't do it that way. Are you the one writing the story? No, so suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, even if you don't like an episode story, there are millions of stories to choose from that you're just wasting more time being like, yo, this doesn't fit my criteria.
Exactly.
And it's just like,
then read another.
Yeah, exactly.
Find another.
Why bother hating on a story that you're choosing to read and the author's not saying that the author has their own idea of where they want the story to go.
Yep.
So why keep reading a story if you're not going to give it a chance to see what the author's going to do first beforehand? Like, an example off of that. Oh man, I hate that I keep referencing Twilight. I don't know why.
You must love Twilight.
I was gonna say
I hate that I keep referencing it. But a good example off of that was the Twilight story was actually based off of Cassandra Clare's City of Bones.